Good evening. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. I know that on a perfectly good Thursday evening, you've got a wide variety of options available to you. In fact, if you choose to come and spend some time with me, it's gratifying. We've got some serious things going on in our country tonight. My heart's heavy. And any among you who are inclined to be prayerful, keep your thoughts in your prayers. The families of our servicemen and women tonight, the other Americans, visa holders, people who are trying to get out of harm's way. And it's nothing short of tragic. I've been here in the basin all day, started up with an early morning meeting in Duchesne. So when I started getting the first details of what was unfolding in Afghanistan. We're still not sure exactly what has happened, why it happened this way. But over the last 2 weeks, we've seen a nightmare unfold in slow motion. You know, we've known for a long time that war would have to come to an end, as all wars do. We've known for a long time, and we were promised it when President Obama promised it, didn't deliver. President Trump promised it and started to deliver. He actually made a lot of progress toward withdrawal, toward orderly withdrawal. I received regular classified briefings about how that was going, making progress toward it. And all of those plans were a few elements. Get all the American personnel out safely, American citizens out safely, all the people who would help us with translation out safely. Last but not least, we would destroy weapons we could not return home. This is national defense, national security 101. It doesn't matter whether you're a Republican or a Democrat or a socialist or a libertarian or whatever. You do not leave weapons in enemy territory where those would be used by your enemies against us and against our allies. You don't do it. We never have been in the practice of doing that as Americans. Over the last 2 weeks, what has been surprising is not a withdrawal from Afghanistan. We've known for years that would happen one day. We didn't know exactly what. What has been surprising is that, number one, we have a president who identified August 31st as the sacred day by which we had to leave. Earlier this year, he started saying it has to be by September 11th. Why he would want to commemorate acts of vile terrorism carried out on us 20 years ago is beyond my ability to understand. But set that aside for a minute. I lack the capacity to understand why he would remain wedded to the August 31st deadline, even if that meant we couldn't get our people out. Even if that meant we couldn't destroy or return our weapons to their point of origin. Rest assured, we're going to be finding out answers to all those questions in the coming weeks. I do not know why, and I cannot explain on what planet this would make sense. Now, look, getting out of Afghanistan was always going to be difficult. It was never going to be fraught with anything but peril. But it didn't have to end this particular way. I intend to find out what happened. Roosevelt, one of my best friends ever, grew up here. Jay Jorgensen is the son of John and Louise Jorgensen. Anybody know John and Louise? Yeah, good people. Jay and I met when we were freshmen at BYU. We ended up serving LDS missions together. We were companions for a few months. Went to law school and college at the same time. Ended up at the same law firm. And Jay always had great insights growing up on a cattle ranch in the outskirts of Roosevelt. What he referred to as Ioka, a suburb of Roosevelt. Our mission president sometimes infuriated him by calling the city Roosevelt. And Jay said, that's not how you say it. He was always proud of where he came from, and where he came from has reason to be proud of him. He exemplifies the hard work, dedication, wisdom, and thirst for knowledge that is characteristic of people from this region. I've noticed in the Uinta Basin, you must enforce the no jerks rule pretty well, because I've never met a person from the Uinta Basin that I don't like. I can't say the same of every neighborhood of Utah. So I'm grateful to be with you tonight and look forward to hearing your questions. Do my best to answer them, and what questions I can answer, I'll try to figure out a way to answer them tonight. So With that, Lee Lonsbury's got the microphone there. When you ask your question, tell me your name.